Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
Netflix has given Mayweather some financial advances, and we're talking millions of dollars. I don't know exactly, but when I threw out a figure, they said it's even higher than what I threw out. I threw out multiple millions of dollars. That Netflix has provided some money. That Floyd apparently has taken the contracts that he's had and has gone to a lender and said, look, I'm going to be earning all of this money. Here's the signed contract proving so. And then that the lender has given him some cash up front based on that as well. So he's basically taken these numerous advances on the earnings that he's going to take. And
it's just the truth. Floyd is so badly hurting for money that this is the stuff he's doing. Knowingly signing contracts for a pro fight just to go and publicly undermine it while taking a cash advance.
I mean, whether you're flying on private jets or you're staying at first-class hotels or you're, buying expensive jewelry and cars and bags.
Netflix is reportedly preparing to pursue legal action involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. after claims surfaced that he backed out of a planned matchup with Manny Pacquiao. According to journalist Lance Pugmire, Mayweather had already received a multi-million-dollar advance, and his alleged withdrawal from the event could now expose him to significant legal complications and contractual disputes.
Look, as we look at this situation, guys, it strikes me that we know how precious Floyd's O is on his record. He's 50-0, unbelievable career. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished. But he's also, it appears to be in financial straits. And the two great loves of his life, money and that zero, are conflicting with each other right now. And he's in a pickle. He's in dire straits, so to speak. And how this exactly is going to play out, you would imagine that Floyd Mayweather will come to his senses and say, look, I have no choice but to participate in this fight. I've got to be at my best and win this.
Fight Hype tweeted that the fight has still not been officially confirmed and claimed to have supporting receipts, but said they are choosing not to disclose everything at this stage, stating they do not want the situation to be treated lightly. The Post also questioned who gave Ian their contact information and why he is making calls, suggesting he should instead focus on addressing the individual allegedly involved in the dispute. They added that more details could surface later if necessary. Wade Plemon also commented on the situation, referencing previous cases involving Daisy and Logan Paul as examples of deals that went wrong, and warned that if Floyd attempts to mislead Netflix in a similar manner, it could potentially lead to serious legal consequences.
Some insane amount of money, or he wasn't going to fight Deji while he was at the venue. And they wanted to change gloves and do all this stuff. And I think they actually did it. They paid Floyd to do it. And I've seen this with a bunch of his exhibitions. And obviously we know about the Logan Paul situation, how Floyd shopped his fight to a different company after essentially scamming royalty like Prince whoever in Dubai and stole his money. This is insane. Now he's trying to do it to Netflix. Oh yeah, he's 100% about to get sued because Team Pacquiao says Floyd Mayweather signed 3 contractual agreements for a professional fight against Pacquiao. 3 separate agreements. They also claim Floyd Mayweather has been paid for signing these 3 agreements and has also taken out a cash advance payment on his purse for the fight. They also say Floyd Mayweather is officially in breach of contract for public.
No Smoke Boxing reported on X that Manny Pacquiao has allegedly warned Floyd Mayweather Jr. that withdrawing from their reported September rematch could result in serious issues involving Netflix, promoters, and sponsors, highlighting rising tension around the contract and potential consequences if the agreement is not fulfilled. In a separate comment, Teddy Atlas also weighed in on Mayweather's financial situation, suggesting that long-term gambling activity and consistently high spending may have contributed to a significant reduction in his overall wealth over time.
I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh, yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather. Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Stephen Espinoza was named.
Joe Rogan noted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. remained the biggest draw in boxing for more than a decade, consistently dominating global attention and shaping the sport's commercial success. However, he also suggested that a mix of questionable financial choices and limited long-term planning outside the ring may have contributed to preventable money-related challenges later in his career.
It's a tap. Like he's got a tap, just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever. Like there's all these lawsuits, like he hasn't been paying things and he owes money on this and owes money on that. And it's like, now he's got to come out of retirement.
Tasha K explained that although Floyd Mayweather Jr. is widely seen as extremely wealthy, the reality behind that image may be more complicated than it appears. She pointed out that even enormous career earnings do not always ensure long-term financial stability, particularly when ongoing expenses, financial commitments, and potential hidden obligations are taken into account.
In the book, y'all know, when y'all see somebody flogging money everywhere, they got this, they got that, they got this. Was it Gervonta Davis? Tank told us 2 years ago that the reason they held Floyd Mayweather, you can put it back on the screen, captive in Dubai is because he had owed them money and they wouldn't release him until he announced the fight to give him their money back. You know they do that over there in Dubai, right? You ain't going nowhere if you owe a debt. He was trapped over there for almost 2 months, according to Gervonta. They shared the same manager, Al Layman, who collected money in cash because Floyd Mayweather gave him a power of attorney to do so. And so when Floyd went down there and sued Showtime, he's suing Showtime, the company, the network. That publicized.
Analyst Fannin said the controversy reportedly started when Floyd Mayweather Jr. accepted an advance payment connected to Manny Pacquiao's side. He explained that the funds were not just a token deposit or informal gesture, but were issued under the understanding that Mayweather had agreed to proceed with a legitimate professional fight. According to him, once the money was received, there was an expectation that the bout would officially move forward as planned. Fannin further added that any confusion or dispute over the fight status ultimately places responsibility on Mayweather, since the advance payment had already been taken.
Took an advance, right, which is money, against the fight with Manny. Watch this. He took an advance in that fight. He said, okay, I'll fight Manny, but I need an advance. After he got the advance, to my understanding, there then became an issue of whether or not the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd would be an exhibition or whether it would be a real fight. Now, let me tell you why there's a value in that for Manny Pacquiao. Because Manny Pacquiao wants to get his get back in the ring, a real fight with Floyd. He also, for Floyd, what's at risk is his undefeated record, because Manny Pacquiao has been a relatively active fighter, more active than Floyd has against actual world-class fighters. That's not what Floyd's been doing. Now, after the deal is done, now there's a debate or an issue about whether it's going to be an exhibition or whether it is going to be.
Before things reached that stage, the agreement was reportedly based on the assumption that both sides were completely aligned on the nature of the event. However, once doubts began to surface about whether the fight would actually proceed as a sanctioned professional contest, responsibility was no longer viewed as resting with Pacquiao's camp, since they had already fulfilled their financial obligations. The analyst added that this change created a major complication for Pacquiao, who entered the deal expecting the benefits of a fully official bout, including recognition, significant earnings, and genuine competitive stakes. If those expectations are not met, his side is left without what was originally agreed upon, turning the matter into a serious contractual dispute.
So if he got an advance, he put money in his pocket that he needed in his pocket, and then after that he's going to switch up and say, no, I don't want to have an exhibition. I don't want to have a real fight. I want to have an exhibition. And as a result, he's depriving Manny Pacquiao of the benefit of the bargain that Manny gave him when he got that advance. Because the advance is there because Manny agreed, assuming that it was going to be a real fight and not an exhibition, because there's no reason between these two guys to have an exhibition for 3 rounds and waste a bunch of people's money where there's nothing on the line. which means Manny can't get his get back and Floyd keeps his 50-0. So it looks like Floyd's trying to get slick.
Business mogul 50 Cent had previously warned that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could face financial difficulties due to his spending habits. He said this was not just a random prediction, but something he believed was already evident in Mayweather's lifestyle choices at the time. According to him, Floyd's constant luxury purchases, extravagant lifestyle, and high-cost habits could gradually reduce his wealth, regardless of how much he earned. 50 Cent stressed that earning huge amounts of money does not guarantee long-term financial security if it is not managed properly, adding that Mayweather's pattern of spending heavily while earning heavily could eventually lead to long-term financial consequences.
And I'm gonna play it for you. 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, this is what 50 Cent said, and it's kind of hard to argue with him. Roll the clip.
So, like, we got issues over anger. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
And it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub.
The discussion also noted that while many critics dismissed 50 Cent's comments as personal attacks, he maintained that his views were based on financial logic rather than emotion. He argued that even someone like Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite being one of boxing's highest earners, could still face risks if his spending continues to outpace control. He added that a lifestyle built around constant luxury, public appearances, and entertainment commitments can trap individuals in a cycle where they keep earning just to sustain expenses. In his perspective, money only translates into long-term security when it is properly managed. Otherwise, even enormous wealth can gradually diminish over time.
Back to the ring. He said this 6 years ago. 50 said, I think he got to because the money gone. And then the host is like, what? How did he make $1 billion basically and the money is gone? How is the money gone? And 50 was like, I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to go into depth about it. But with that lifestyle that he live in, that flashy stuff, he'll be eager to do club hosting and get cashed out.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
Fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
What you think? It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
Fight, get the...
According to the report, the Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight situation is still ongoing, with several sources claiming the bout has not been officially canceled. The commentator says they have receipts, but are choosing not to release them yet, stating they are waiting for a later time so the situation is not dismissed as a joke. They also question why an individual named Ian, allegedly linked to Netflix, is making contact instead of directly speaking to the person accused of wrongdoing. The discussion suggests the matter is becoming more serious, with claims that Mayweather's decisions may be influenced by financial pressure. The analyst further argues that Mayweather has been involved in controversial business practices and aggressive money-making strategies that some describe as misleading. It is also mentioned that the fight was scheduled for Netflix on September 19th and is still officially active, with Mayweather reportedly in breach of contract, while ongoing legal issues, including a lawsuit involving Showtime, add further complexity to the situation.
I think I don't want to report that and not know it, but this person that Fight Hype is talking about, I think is someone involved with who is getting scammed there. But there's no receipts, anything like that. But this is getting, Deontay Wilder by the day, dude. I can't believe that Floyd has gone this far. It has to be a money thing, dude. It really does. Like when I said that Floyd was going broke, or at least that he was financially unstable, people were like, oh, he's got more money than you. What are you talking about? And I wasn't even trying to be mean with it. It's just a fact of the matter that Floyd has turned to the most insane business practices and downright scamming in some cases to get money that he hasn't even earned. And this looks like another example, except he's doing it in broad daylight to Netflix. Crazy. Andreas Hale also wrote a story on this. It was supposed.
Coach Maliki stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is currently involved in a serious legal dispute involving allegations that approximately $340 million may have been mishandled through various financial transactions. He explained that the matter appears to go beyond simple contract disagreements, instead pointing to broader concerns about long-term financial decisions and money management practices. Maliki also suggested that Mayweather's lifestyle may have played a role in the situation, highlighting his well-known spending habits, luxury lifestyle, public image, gambling activity, and other high-cost financial choices.
Explains why Floyd don't have Al Heyman in the lawsuit. He can't sue him. Come on, man. Al covered his tracks. Now, he may be getting sued by big corporations, stuff like that, but he's not being sued by any fighter. They can't sue him. You get what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather messed up. And adds insult to injury, Floyd Mayweather has a gambling problem, and he spends a lot of money. He loves to spend money. So whatever he have that's in his possession, he's spending that and blowing that on top of the $340 million that he said that's owed to him, meaning that he never really got paid from the Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor fight. Come on, man. Al Heyman got power of attorney. You dig? And he covered his tracks. So shout out to the brother, man.
From this perspective, even very large earnings can become unstable when spending habits remain consistently high and are not properly controlled. Overall, the explanation links both legal complications and financial behavior, suggesting that a mix of business disputes and lifestyle choices has contributed to a more complex situation surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s finances and public image.
Praising him and worshiping him, continue to praise him and worship him then. You get what I'm saying? You dig? True. And another thing, let's thank Al Heyman.
You know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman.
That's what y'all been doing. You are pro Al Heyman and PBC YouTube channels, and a lot of you fan bases online. That's what you've been doing. Continue to praise him then. Al is a smart businessman. He finessed the game. Let's give Al Heyman a round of applause. Good job, Al. You did a good job. And this is a lesson to all of those out there, you know, who think because you signed with the black man that you will not be taken advantage of and the white man is the evil devil. If that's your position, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with however you feel either way. But just understand, when someone wants to steal from you.
And Raphael explained that the current financial concerns surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. are not entirely unexpected when viewed in the context of his long career and highly public lifestyle. He noted that anyone closely observing Mayweather's consistent display of wealth over the years could have anticipated possible issues, given his focus on luxury spending, expensive purchases, and a highly visible image of success. Raphael added that although Mayweather earned massive sums inside the ring, his financial behavior outside boxing may have significantly influenced his current situation. He further pointed out that a repeated pattern of high-end living, including luxury cars, jewelry, gambling, and extravagant travel, can create long-term financial risks over time.
And later, and hopefully I can get it this afternoon to actually read the specifics of the suit and what the allegations are. But the fact that Floyd would encounter some financial issues post his boxing career is not in any way a surprise to me. When you see the types of things that, when you know, if you believe anything that he puts on his social media, the travel that he does, the places he goes, and the amount of entourage he has, I mean, that's like a money pit. I mean, whether you're flying on private jets or you're staying at first-class hotels or you're, you know, buying expensive jewelry and cars and bags and you name it. I mean, it's all good when you're making those gigantic paydays and they're coming in, you know, a couple times a year. You're making 40 million here and 25 million there, or even more, you know, 100 million plus, you know, when he fought the big mega fights with guys like Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao. But when that stops, that money doesn't.
Raphael further explained that while Floyd Mayweather Jr. built a reputation as one of boxing's highest earners, a large income alone does not guarantee long-term financial security. He noted that without strong financial discipline, even massive earnings can gradually diminish due to ongoing lifestyle expenses and accumulating financial obligations. In his view, the warning signs were always present, as the combination of extremely high income and equally high spending made the situation somewhat predictable. Raphael added that this also serves as a broader lesson about financial management in professional sports, where wealth can quickly decline without careful planning, discipline, and long-term control.
Because Al Heyman, who is not named in the suit, but apparently is supposedly part of this problem, whatever. But I mean, I've known Al Heyman and covered Al Heyman's fighters and his business since the day he stepped in boxing in like 2002 with Vernon Forrest. And all that time, and literally in terms of the PBC, you know, a couple hundred fighters that he's dealt with, maybe not personally, but that his team is and his company. To a fighter, you never hear anybody, even when they're retired and they're not with Al anymore, nobody talks bad about him. In fact, if you ask most fighters, they'll tell you how good to them that he has been, that type of money that they've helped him make.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and I'll catch you in the next one.